There's the life button. Excellent. So, the moment that is off spinning, there it is. Alright. Go back into here. And now that I've done this, I'm realizing I need to mess with my audio. There we go. That should knock it down to where it's more acceptable to my ears. Greetings, everyone. I am Dr. J. And, oh boy. This is not the day that I normally stream, but there's a couple reasons that I'm doing it today instead of tomorrow tomorrow evening. For one thing, life's been crazy lately, and I'd much prefer thinking about literally anything else. Second, my normal time when I would be streaming is otherwise occupied for this weekend, so I figured I want to keep going with this, so we're just gonna have a grand old time running around out here tonight instead of tomorrow night. So with that said, the reason we are here is because we have a couple of side quests that need to be seen to that'll connect to what we've done in that'll connect to what we're up to in the White March. So the first thing is that we need to go to an old mill, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the Deerford Mill, in order to ensure that there isn't trouble. And then, why was I seeing the attack symbol? Did I accidentally hit A? Yeah, well. No matter. So, we need to make sure that... There we are. Put the blade down, boy. You scarcely know how to hold it. Hey, help me, please! They're insane! One of the paladins takes a step to the side, swiveling to face you and Eska both. He sizes you up with a lazy sweep of the eyes. Well, who's this? Ah, the foreigner. You'll have to wait your turn. We have a contract to wrap up. Kern sent me. Ha! Did he? How much did he buy you for? He can't have offered very much. He didn't have to. Please, don't let them do this! Eska here can tell you, Kithop and Stalwart love their petty feuds, forever at each other's throats. Add a little Durgan steel into the mix and you have a great many jealous neighbors. But if a nice family like this one ends up on the pikes, maybe they'll sit down and discuss things next time around. You used a drunk man as an excuse for bloodshed. You're pathetic. Sir Sevestin's smirk vanishes. Very funny. Who in the blazes are you, coming in here like a big hero? These sadistic games are beneath your order. What would you know about it? You're not one of us. You ever been in any kind of siege? I know war. You're just a thug who wants to feel important. You notice the two paladins behind Sevestin exchanging looks. Sevestin follows your gaze. For an instant, his posture seems tense. You snatched the opportunity to frighten a drunk man into believing he was to blame. He was to blame! You weren't there. You didn't see the relief on his face when I promised to make his problems go away. That's all they've ever wanted from us. Do your friends agree, Sevestin? Silence follows. Paladins only look at you disdainfully. Sevestin laughs and gives a mocking shrug. Focus on the intruder. We'll kill the sun after. Fine by me. That's weird. Normally... Okay, there it is. That was the problem. For some reason it wasn't snapping. For some reason it wasn't locking things in. Now, well. Never mind that now. Remind me, what does this do? Daze. That does... Yeah, reduces dex. Yep, that'll be useful. Actually, yeah, I think it's worth getting the big guns out if they're gonna do this much damage to us this quickly. Deal with that. Actually, that doesn't have a good hit rate. Put him to sleep. Oh geez, we're taking a lot of damage.
Doing the job.
Ah, crap. That hurt. Okay. We need to keep everybody alive as best we can. Who's shooting at Aloth? Almaneha's down. Get her back up. Sweep him. Oh, there's that guy who's dropping things on us. Okay, there's the problem. Let me think. I feel like we need to counteract that somehow.
Damn it!
Well, Sylvester's almost dead. Take that, sucker! Down they go. Ooh. Good thing I had party AI still back in order. Hello chat, how you doing? You are indeed present. Figured I'd schedule this, well, set this up on a schedule since that I don't normally stream on Fridays anymore, but, well, as I said earlier, I didn't have a whole lot of time tomorrow to stream, so I figured, okay, I'll do it tonight. Eska stares at the fallen paladins. The dagger trembles in his hand. They told me they killed my parents. Is that true? I'm sorry, Eska. Never believed Kern could stoop to this. That rotten bastard! Eska turns his head away, fists clenched. You hear a stifled sob. Kern sent me. He didn't intend for anyone to get killed. Who cares what he intended? That bat! I'm gonna see to it that he regrets everything he's done. Revenge is what started all of this. It's going to finish all this too. Here, I am grateful you saved me. I am. I just wish you turned up sooner. Welp. That didn't end well.
Hey there.
But at least he's safe. At least he's safe. Well, did all we could. At least we prevented someone else from dying. Now, next order of business. Need to stop by the Crucible Knights. Go see to that quest. Truth is painful, but the better choice. Yep, that's the principle. The truth will set you free. Yeah, it's first fires, right? I guess I'll find out real soon. Because eventually it would come out, so... May as well rip the bandage off right now, right? Fun times abound. Now, Crucible Knights. Luckily I'm on decent terms with them, even if I'm not... Well, even if I'm not directly allied with them. Have I spoken to you before? Are you just the town crier, I think? Yeah, you're just the town crier. Good. Okay. Didn't miss anything then. Alrighty. Let me in. So, if I'm not mistaken, I need to go to the Shrine of Abaddon. Ah, here it is. Bless the hammer at the Shrine of Abaddon and Crucible Keep in first fire. Okay. Well, I've explored thoroughly already, so I should be able to find it pretty easily. Anything new here? Major adventure added? Average item, average reputation bonus. Huh. I'm surprised they aren't directly... Surprised they aren't giving anything direct about it. What, did they eventually run out of... Did they eventually run out of stories that can be told with it? To be fair, they probably intended that system... Well, they probably built that system around the White March... Well, before they set the White March up, so my guess is that wasn't quite ready to go. Well, they didn't necessarily have them plotted out if you took your jolly sweet time with this game. Although, to be fair, I have completed all rebuilding everything in Cat Nua, so I guess it makes a degree of sense there. Either way. So. Let's see. I need to... Actually, let me check the journal again. The Shrine of Abaddon? Probably need to step up to this then. Here we are. The Shrine of Abaddon lies before you, smelling of metal and oil. You place Maska's forge hammer at the base of the shrine. For a moment, nothing happens. Then you hear the distant ring of hammers striking anvils. Tens, then hundreds, then thousands, all in unison. Maska's forge hammer suddenly flares with light, and the chorus of hammering fades away. You retrieve the hammer, and though its appearance hasn't changed, it feels heavier somehow.
Yeah?
And then I need to go bless it at the Shrine of Mongren? Forgot about that part. Alright, I'll head to Mongren's Fork. And then we can head back, use that as an excuse to get back to the White March, and then I believe after this, our next task will be knocking on the door of the Iron Flail and giving them a piece of our mind. As I said in the description, we will be shaking their hand, only we might be shaking it with the pointy end of a sword. We'll see what happens. I am fully expecting some kind of fight to go out, well, to occur, but although the problem is, given the vision that we received, it wouldn't surprise me if there were serious problems. Yeah, it's Mongren's Fork, right? Yes. So we'll see to that. And then we'll head back in. Huh? Distant relative of Glamp. No. He attacked me on the road, he can deal with it. Wait, did I miss something last time? Oh wait, that's just the bug. Huh. Yes, I did. The ash-covered Shrine of Mongren stands before you, the scent of charred wood still lingering in the air. The temperature around you begins to rise, and before long you feel as if you're standing in front of an open forge. Maska's hammer begins to glow red-hot. Suddenly the ground near the shrine erupts into columns of living fire, flame blights. In the sky, winged shapes dive towards you, smoke trailing from their wide-open jaws. Flame blights, huh? Also, there it is. Who invited the Drake to this party? Alright, me. Start with that. Oh, there's more than one! That's great. That's great. That's lovely. Okay, these flame blights will explode when we hurt them, right? So, start by knocking them around.
Something else.
Wait, immune? The Drakes are... Huh. They were probably just immune to... They probably just resisted the stun then.
That didn't work.
Those explosions will be problematic after a while. Let's see. Actually, I could probably put the drakes to sleep if I really work at it, so let's start with that. Will you step up and use this? Alright, that wasn't so bad. Alright. Now that we've completed the ritual, didn't expect the ritual to involve combat at that stage, but you know what? Wasn't terribly difficult combat, so I guess I can't complain that much. I mean, I could, but there's not much point to it. Now, White March, back to Stalwart. And then I can rest before heading out into the heading out, and then oh man, that's gonna be a fun. That's gonna be the fun part. Actually, do I want to take care of the other side quests first? I don't know. The bounty was kicking my butt, so I'll probably leave that for later. Do I want to worry about the lost child?
So, if our watcher hadn't come along, you would have let those drunks carve you a new nose.
I was softening them up. Hey there.
When trouble boils over, it's boots or blade, Aloth.
I was sure you'd consider booze an acceptable option.
Huh? Requesting a prisoner to conduct experiments on? I don't like the sound of that.
Sure.
Why did I take prisoners? No matter. See to the quests. Although the fact that there was no concern in the Master Smith's voice when I told him about what was going on, that suggests to me that this isn't gonna matter much. Hey there, I hope you're not having any trouble with that ritual. You could have warned me about the flame blights and drakes. The what now? Nothing in the ritual mentioned any of that. Maybe they just happened to be in the area? Here's your hammer. If someone summons anything else, it's your problem. Just in time, too. No, I was supposed to be done with this sword yesterday. Okay, Magic Hammer, do your thing. She raises the hammer and prepares to strike the unfinished sword. You know what, I've got the autosave, I want to see what happens. Masca swings the hammer down hard, and both blade and anvil ring with the force of the blow. The blade's metal ripples like liquid as it shapes itself into a proper sword. Masca grins and nods at you, but the ringing continues, becoming more and more shrill, and just as the sound becomes unbearable, the sword shatters, scattering metal shards across the room. Telfir's ritual. I haven't seen anyone try to use it in some time. He glances at you. You had help, of course, but it doesn't change the fact that you were the instigator, Masca. Is there any reason I shouldn't immediately cast you out of the temple? No, Master. Masca's eyes are fixed on the floor. What about you? Engrim turns to you. You made yourself a part of this. Is there anything you wish to say in Masca's defense? All errors can be reforged into lessons. It says so right here in this book. I'd say Masca has learned a valuable lesson. Would that more of my acolytes actually read the book? Engrim smiles. Masca, this stranger has preserved your position within this temple. See that his effort was not in vain. I won't. Thank you, Master Engrim. Masca gives you a little smile. And thank you for giving me a second chance. Here, a gift for you. One of the very first things I forged. Now, I need to get back to work. Oh, I should check the lore option? Alright, I'll see what it has to say for itself. I don't know, it's not the... I mean, that wasn't necessarily a bad outcome, but you're saying I get something else with the lore option? Alright, we'll check it out. Wait, I've got a level up? Oh, Durance level up. Nice. Oh, I see the difference. I apparently wasn't reading too far. Okay. Yes, I see why. All errors can be reforged into lessons. One of Abaddon's affirmations, if I'm not mistaken. A valuable lesson for Masca, wouldn't you agree? Okay, so... the only difference is I get a little more experience by the looks of it. Fair enough. Speaking of experience, guess let's increase your lore. Let's see, I always thought the lore option is better, more poetic. I mean, given that it's directly referencing what Abaddon says instead of just a matter of, hey, I read the book. Yep, I can see that. Now, I think a painful weakening ability, so mind and constitution down a peg. I'll take it. Another active? I will absolutely take it.
Mm-hmm.
Also waiting in the Great Hall Treasury Chest. Now that I think of it, I need to go figure out what that is. I don't think I've dug anything out of there. Either that or it's automatically added to my inventory and I'm just blind. Now, well, I can worry about that after I'm done with the White March content. So, with that in mind, I'm gonna go see what the Iron Flail is up to. Because I know that there's still that lingering quest with the girl, but I kind of want to knock out that quest and the bounty at around the same time. And since that bounty kicked my butt last time... Oh, wait, I need to rest. May as well do that here so I don't burn camping supplies needlessly. I know that there's stuff that can be said with Durance, but I'm pretty sure I've unlocked all the dialogue I can with him up to this point. At least until we get into... What is it? At least until we get into Act 3, I'm pretty sure. I suspect there's going to be a fair amount that continues in Act 3. I'm looking forward to getting back to the main story. That'll be fun. Heck, I'm tempted to just speedrun the main story for the White March and just... so I can start working on Act 3 stuff, but we'll see what happens. Although, to be fair, given that I turned up the difficulty settings, I don't know if that would necessarily be a good idea. Alright, let's get the resting bonus. We'll be off. So, let's see. Yeah, we'll head to the Iron Flail first. And then the real fun will... Here we go. This is going to be interesting. I honestly don't know how this is going to play out. Oh, and because of the time shift. Huh. Seems like every time I go into a new area. The soldiers watch you warily as you approach. Once you're within speaking distance, one of them gestures with his pistol. That's far enough. What are you doing here? You lost? Yeah, I think doing as much of the side quests as possible is a good idea because of the increased difficulty. Or XP and all that. Yep. I'm here to speak with the commander. The commander's not receiving any more visitors. He looks you over, frowning. The stalwart sent you? I came here of my own accord. You'll want to pick a side, and soon. Anyhow, Adaric wants nothing more to do with messengers or diplomats. You're too late. Darian said... Actually, can you tell me about Adaric? A good man with great hopes for Saras. That's all I'll say. Darian said that Adaric had come here because he had a vision. Then the Darian at least speaks the truth. Adaric has said there will be a great battle. We are here to hold the pass and defend Saras. He has seen this in a dream. A battle against who? Who else would wish to destroy Saras? The Deerwood hungers for our lives just as Stalwart hungered for the battery. You've asked more than enough questions. Go on, get out of here. I won't warn you again.
Let us set fire to the whole thing, Watcher. Leave it to Mongren to decide the rest.
You're recommending I take the stealthy approach? The problem is I don't exactly have a whole lot in terms of stealth available, but you know what? We'll try it anyway.
Oh, and if I find something...
Oh crap.
Oh, and if I find something good...
So much for stealth! You walk past everybody. Let's see. If the goal is to end it without bloodshed, that's the recommended choice. Unfortunately, it seems like I'm gonna have to work. Well, looks like I may be unable to avoid some conflict by the sound of it, but... Side gate to the northwest, huh?
More than
Ah, crap, another one. It's gonna be bad if I end up killing people outside, or dissidents. Are they gonna be that stingy with CRP? Or spies?
I'll teach you a lesson.
I get the feeling that if I don't end this... You're saying load? Yeah, I figured. I don't have a quick save before this, so I guess I'm just gonna have to use this. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure how, well... Problem is, I don't have a good stealth status on most of my guys, so...
Sure.
Alright, let's go ahead and go through. What if theoretically someone else had a vision like that? After this mess with the delegates, I wouldn't bring it up.
Raid Sarens aren't much for subtlety.
Alright. Let's start quick saving. Or making legit saves, as the case may be. Well, if we can't go that way to avoid it, let's see if we can skirt along the bottom edge. Oh. Control path. We'll probably need to learn the patrol patterns as we go. Alright, let's just keep making small saves here and there. In theory, I probably could win. Okay, nice. Better than just going without even trying it? Yeah, there may be some truth to that. Okay, I'm hearing a bunch of people walking around.
Everyone's on edge in the camp. Almost glad to be out here.
And you? You don't think there's any truth in it?
There's nothing back home for me.
Come on, the commander will figure it out.
Oh crap.
Raska, Ator! Don't go far.
Whew. They've got me working for my keep. Really wishing I... Actually, I probably have something that I could... I probably do have a potion or something I can use. Oh crap, that's not gonna work. We're gonna... Yep, we're spotted. Wait, where was that quick save? Crap. This is gonna be hard. Wonder what the best way to sneak in would be. Problem is, most of my guys don't have a great stealth check. That's out here.
Sure.
Well, let's check the patterns this way. We'll rely purely on quick saves this direction. we've lost. You need only to pass stealth check of 6 not to activate alarm. Trying to think of, well, problem is I haven't really been working on stealth for any of my guys, so I think the only one who has that's kind of stealth. Well, actually, let me take a look at my character sheets real quick. Okay, stealth. Our stealth sucks. Okay. Do I have anything that can bolster stealth? I may not have much of a choice but to fight then. Depending on what I have to augment stuff.
Sure.
Okay, so there's those guys there. He walks down. I guess that's fair. I could always just reset things briefly. Alternatively, do I have enough things that could augment stealth? Because in theory, I have to make the check, right? Let's take a look at armor. Well, you know what? I'll at least go through this motion, just to get a sense for pathing and whatnot. Because this will at least be valuable to help me figure out, okay, what exactly do I have to sneak past? Oh crap, he's walking this way. He's gonna see us. Yep, he saw us. Well, if I know that I'm gonna need a pretty good stealth for this, would it make sense to just start at the stalwart autosave then? How to play this? How to play this? Well, let me go ahead and look up what you saw real quick so I understand exactly what I'm looking at. Alright, I need to lead with a character with 6 stealth. Okay, so I only have to do one person.
Sure.
With that in mind...
Back to warm your hands, eh? What top quality...
Who would make the most sense? I like having high survival for myself. Actually, I'm not really using this lore bonus, so I think I'm gonna...
warm your hands, eh? Top quality bear...
I think I'm gonna respec myself. Oh man, this is gonna take a while, isn't it? Okay. Before I do this, I'm gonna make a save. I'm making a lot of saves right now, aren't I?
Back to warm your hands, eh? Nothing like a...
This is gonna take a while. Alright, we're not gonna mess with that. Oh wow, we're fixing everything. Now we're gonna give me at least 6 in exchange for 10. think I went with Wild Strike Shock. It's been a while though. I don't remember what this does. Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, that at least gets me the stealth I need. Luckily, I'm just a druid, so I don't have to worry too much about that. Actually, given that I've been more focused on spellcasting it, I go a bit. What does reflex give me again? Oh yeah, AoE resilience. Well, I know I got that at some point. Although, actually, that lore bonus has proved useful, so I will bolster that a little bit. There we go. And then I went with Dancing Bolts. You know what, we'll keep it like that. I don't need the mechanics bonus at least. That's it. Bring sec, let me bring. Yep. Now I've got vision of that. Okay. Okay. Alright, so you exaggerate with the whole no killing thing. You prefer the goody two shoes approach. I can kill some soldiers, but there is but if you cross some limit, it's impossible to end the situation peacefully. Okay, so with that in mind, we won't go all out, kill every last one of them on the map then. Actually, you know what? I've been having trouble staying alive. We'll give myself deflection. Firebrand's been really useful for myself, so we'll go with that. Self-lore. That's it. Yeah, honestly, keeping myself able to cast, that seems useful. Yeah, Nature's Balm is probably the most useful thing I could have for that level. Then... Actually, if I'm gonna keep using shock damage, may as well go with that. Alright, that'll do.
Yeah?
Okay, now that we've got that going for us... There we go. Now, let's see. Alrighty, so if I had to hazard a guess then, well, let's see if there is an upper limit. Let's see.
That was rude. Even by local
I'll see what I can
standards.
find.
Alrighty. So if we can kill a few people. And I should stop reading. I think I saw something I shouldn't. Alright, so there's the warlock. Stops for a time. Other guy too. Alright. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm just an ordinary little druid. Knows absolutely nothing about anything. Like that one. Need herbs.
Everyone's on edge in the camp. Almost glad to be out here.
And you? You don't think there's any truth in it?
Doesn't matter, really. There's nothing back home for me.
Come on. The commander will figure it out.
Makes me wonder what they're talking about. And we're not gonna be able to avoid this one.
Awesome.
Show him!
I should probably. You know what?
That looks like it hurt. Lava. Grip.
Didn't I take a pointed stealth? Alright, let's try that again. Why didn't you take a single pointed stealth and still reset your character? I'm not sure I understand the question. Didn't I take points in stealth? Because I thought the goal was just to be able to
Sure.
get past a specific check. Alright, so if there's another guy behind him, then in theory he should pass by too. Oh, yep. Crap. How particular do I want to be about this?
Sure.
I get the feeling I'm not going to be able to...
Raska, a door. Don't go far.
I get the feeling I won't be able to avoid conflict going this way. Still, if it is on the western side of the camp, let's bet. Ah, shoot. This crap again. Oh, stop coming my direction. Okay, it's turned. See if I can go this way. Nope, wolves. Oh, see me. Okay, maybe I can make this work still. There's that guy. Miner. Ah, shoot.
Worth
Well, we've been made.
That looks like it hurt.
Okay, pull out the staff. See if we can minimize our problems at least.
Thing isn't doing the... Lava beyond sea. Rift.
There we go.
I'll teach you a... Lava beyond sea. That's it.
There we go. Unfortunate, but hopefully that won't be too serious.
And what does the flame
Alright, yes, that was the point. Yeah. Alright. Okay, so you just hadn't...
reveal?
Okay, so you just hadn't noticed when I set the stealth. Okay, yeah. It was the first thing that I had modified when I was messing with things, so... Yep, fair enough. To be fair, I was moving rather quickly. As invigorating as it can be to watch somebody mess with numbers... Observing it from below, you notice that the watchtower for the side gate appears to be unmanned. You find no hostile faces peering over the fence either. The roof of the tower crosses over the fort walls. Climbing it may provide a means of getting inside. At this hour of night with the chill rolling in, most of the noise within the camp is concentrated by the campfires. A discreet individual could take the opportunity to climb over and open the gate without raising an alarm. The grappling hook strikes the wooden beam with a disquieting thud. No cries of alarm follow. A few tugs on the rope suggest the hook holds fast. You've lost none. Alright. Just out of curiosity. Alright, that's weird. Okay. Now, let's see. There we are. Let's see. Yep. No problem, chat. Not a problem at all. You grip the rope and begin the climb, making your way up and into the watchtower. From there, it's a matter of descending the far wall to the ground once more. You get your first glimpse of the camp, shrouded in the evening's gloom, and of the guard posted some distance away. A moment's observation reveals the man is snoring, deep asleep. You creep forward to unbar the gate. Shh. Oh, I just gotta find this commander. Everybody's concentrated by the campfires, then... No campfire. I am amused. I am very... It was a mistake coming here. Ice trap. Was that? Keep an eye on Star Wars. We'll send more people. What are those ice traps, though? Are they asleep or food or something? Oh crap. Of course it's the one person who doesn't have any stealth that gets... Okay, that's annoying. Okay, so... Now I just need to find the commander's tent, which is gonna be... hell in a handbasket by the looks of it. Let's see. Where's the command post? On the other side of the... Well, at least I know not to go up onto the stockade. Probably shouldn't be looking stuff up, but you know what? I've already crossed the Rubicon, as it were. May as well just own it. Shut up! Sweet, get over here. Trouble. That's, of course, it's not letting me quick save because I'm within vision range of enemies. Oh crap, I'm spotted. And why the heck are... Huh. Wonder why... Huh, that was weird. For some reason it wasn't letting me use hotkeys. That's weird. Save scum time, exactly, chat. I gotta love this time. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Normally we'd be saying that because Christmas is coming up. But in reality, we're saying it because who doesn't love sneaking through camps? Who doesn't love improvised stealth sections? And I think the game just crashed. Oh, maybe it hasn't. I don't know. Oh, there it goes. Oh, had me nervous for a second. Yeah, I'm assuming if anybody dies down here, that's trouble. Well, in this part of the camp, it's gonna be trouble.
Hey there.
Alright, I think my best bet would probably be to send someone who... Son of a bitch. Okay, now that I can complete my thought, my thinking is maybe we just send one person in at a time. Well, initially, to get a sense for... Oh, actually, you know what? If I'm gonna be safe scumming anyway, do I want to just run in like a maniac just to figure out where the hell everybody is? I won't be able to see all of the movement patterns, but I may as well try and get a sense of where exactly everybody is.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna send the MC ahead on his own. So we got wolves that one. Alright, you know what? Okay. So that is absolute. Wait, why are they just going back? Well, I can't disengage, so. Nope, that didn't work. Alright, so that way is clearly a bad idea.
Hey there.
What about the other way? So did I have the right idea going this way? Turn off party AI. Okay, this actually does look like it's the right way to go. I just have to... Oh yeah, this is the right way to go.
You cannot venture forth while in combat.
Okay, that is the right way to go. I just need to be careful about it. I need to be mindful of that soldier going up and down on the, what is it, stockade, palisade? It's one of those two. There we are. Okay, alright, there's the plan then. I just need to not be spotted doing that. So do I wait for that guy to go back up onto the wall, or do I let him walk out a bit? What's the play here?
Sure.
You can definitely just sit next to these ice treader rifle. Alright, steps out. Where's he go? Everybody hang back. I'll go up. Does he eventually loop back around? Let's look at. Go! Shoot, wolf. Okay, he eventually comes back. So does that wolf. Then there's that wolf.
Sure.
Well, war dog, I should say. There, you need to go somewhere. Okay, so that war dog has a circular pattern that will restrict us. See if I time this right. Oh crap. Damn it! Okay, no, it's not the right path. Crap! Okay. Okay. Maybe I literally have to send them in one at a time. Have to thread the needle then. It's a shame that I've got people with a stealth of 0.
Hey there.
Alright. We'll use you first. To ensure that, yes, this will work. What, really? Okay, don't touch them. Got it. That's annoying. Hmm.
Hey there.
To go. Thread the needle down that. Dog will be a problem. What? No, I'm starting to get spotted. Maybe this might be easier. Or not.
There's a good dog.
He babies those beasts.
Shh, he'll hear you.
Too bad I can't just cast group invisibility or something to that effect. Crap. I sneak past these guys.
Hey there.
I am not seeing an easy way around this with just a singular person, let alone an entire party. Am I gonna have to be willing to fight some of them then? I don't like the sound of that. Wonder how many... Starting to think it's already downright impossible even with just one person. Remember,
Sure.
I'm working with someone with a stealth of 0. Heck, it's actually kind of tempting to reset my party and only bring 1 or 2 people in. Especially if I know I can resolve this peacefully.
Show him how it's done!
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna turn Party A off and do camp control. If it's a singular guard, maybe there won't be as many problems. Now, if I can avoid that, that one should be an easy one to avoid. Maybe try to run through the camp as fast as possible? Well, okay, well, do you know if there is a hard limit to how many people can die and I still can resolve this peacefully? Because if I knew that, then I could know, okay, so this is a situation in which I can risk fighting, and this is a situation in which it's okay. Well, I think that would be the main thing for me right now, is just making sure that, hey, I can still complete this peacefully. Because let's be honest, I don't think we can take this whole camp. And even if we could, I don't think I'd want to.
Drive them back!
Oh, nope. Unstealthing does not work. That wasn't the button I meant to hit anyway, but... Crap. This is gonna take a while, isn't it? Is this gonna take all night?
Hey there.
Okay, that's the button I should have pressed instead of Facebook. Alright, so there's no hard number? Okay. Okay, so that middle path is a safe. Okay, that middle path is safe then. Okay, now that that's... Probably shouldn't quick save at this point, but you know what? We're quick saving at this point. Alright, now that I know that that middle path is safe...
Hey.
I just need... So the dog will come through. It's a good boy. We will not harm the good boy. It's over that way. Got a chance to slip. Oh! How did I get away with that? Numero uno. Well, numero dos, I suppose.
How may I help?
Clearly. Can you tell I took Spanish in high school? God. How long has it been since high school? Although, to be fair, I guess I am getting old. I mean, aren't we all getting old, to be fair? This is so silly. Then Zawa.
Zawa is ready.
Oh, do not click. Do not press go. Collect 200. Okay, there's the doggo. Let him pass. Do 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 do. Shit. Where's my quick save? There's my quick save. I should have just brought a smaller party this time. If I thought that I would need to be this stealthy. That would have been the smart thing to do. Maybe not from a tactical standpoint if I do end up needing to fight. But, yeah, either way. Alright, Zawa, let's try that again.
Zawa is ready.
So we know the doggo's coming. So we either need to rush. No, we can't rush it. It's out of the doggo's vision range. Four.
How may I help?
I love how while all this is going on, there's just that snoring guard that a bunch of us are just sitting next to. Oh, oh. Come on, how long? Okay, to be fair, my own fault, but... Oh, man. And that is why God invented quick saving. Okay, there we go. We try again.
Yes?
So now that we know that that guard's there, knowing our luck, we'll have to wait for the doggo to pass as well. Yep, there's the guard. Pass. Down there. And watch back up there. And there's doggo. Okay, we'll have to wait. Actually, given the circumstances, we should just have Durance go up here. That'll at least allow us to time things out, though.
Yes?
I spoke too soon. I'm gonna be really mad if I ended up killing more people than I should have before even getting to this point. Hey, don't insult him. The guard had a really hard day. No wonder why he's sleeping so heavily. Yeah, but come on. Come on. I mean, if we're just gonna be literally standing there menacingly while he's just casually napping, I mean, eventually something's gotta click, right? Can't be that exhausted, right? One would think anyway. So now that we know we can't easily slip past, now that we know that Aloth will get spotted by the doggo, oh man. And this is why people don't normally do things like stealth in a CRP. Ah well. Hopefully this ends up being worth it in the long run. Though to be fair, we really don't, well, I mean, there are the obvious reasons for why Raid Saris would send an army down this way, but the problem is that we don't know exactly what part of we don't exactly know too much about Raid Saris or their motivations, do we? I guess we'll find out. Let's quick save and make another run for it. I am a moron. I need to remember that this is Aloth. I think he's the one with a stealth of 0 in this party. So I need to be mindful of that. So, let's try that again. As we wait casually for it to eventually load itself. Come on, you can do it. I'm recording, but you're not that slow. Then again, this is the Unity engine, so
How may I help?
really shouldn't be surprised. Alright, we'll keep it off of quick mode so that I can hopefully avoid that. So we can march him back up, send Aloth through. So, oh crap. Damn it! Okay, I got too close to that one. Invigorating gameplay! I am amazing at what I do. And this is why I always play characters in D&D who can who can cast Pass Without Trace. Consistently.
Yes?
Saves a lot of headache. You can just Pass Without Trace. Avoid most of this crap. Not all of it, to be fair, but enough of it to count. Okay. So was that one that's... Oh crap. One spotted us? Okay, we're good. Should be able to fast mode back there. Another one down. Knowing my luck, Doggo's probably here. No? No, but guard is there. Oh well. One left. Just have to get the angry one through. Well, depending on the circumstances, maybe... no, I'm not gonna make that joke. Actually, you know what I am. You know what, maybe it'd be for the best, right? I mean, I don't think anybody else would care. I mean, gameplay-wise, he's really useful, but let's be honest, he can be a bit of a jerk. So given that we know... Alright, given that we know that he's coming down, then... Alright. You're gonna walk back up. Step. And there's Doggo. Can't get through yet. Yeah. Great Ceres is the colonial countries that got the short end of the stick after a deer left. Let's see. It's a shithole that historically has every reason to hate the Deerwood and vice versa. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that's where Widewind came from, right? So, yeah, I know that there's bound to be all sorts of animosity, but there's... I mean, this is Pillars of Eternity we're talking about. The head writer on this is... I mean, we're talking about a guy who wrote Planescape Torment. There's always something more to this than what is initially shown. That is like his... well, that is his shtick. No like about it. Thank God. It's over.
Yeah?
Invigorating gameplay. As the drums play. Please listen. Who's listening to what?
Enough! I've had my fill of... What's this? What? Who are you?
The Iron Flail commander is a younger man, lean in build. His brown hair is unkempt, his eyes fevered. At his feet is a grate, set over what appears to be a pit. You hear a smattering of anxious cries rising from the cell as the commander steps forward. He glares down through the grate, face a mask of rage.
More of your scheming friends? Not a scrap of honor in the lot of you.
Please calm yourself. I'm not here to fight.
Just to talk, then? Like stalwart's messengers? I've tired of their lies. I don't need yours adding to them. You want to talk? Set down your...
Adoric's words die in his throat, his expression frozen mid-snarl. It isn't clear what's happened. Not until you start to feel it, too. Unbidden, your senses drift, as if you had reached out toward a source of essence. You feel an ache in your chest, an almost painful sensation of being pulled forward. A sudden wave of memories flood your mind, clear as the day they formed. You see Odima's campsite, ravaged by the Biowalk, the halls of Cadnua. In the caverns beneath the keep, the stone around you bellows warnings in a dead language. Deeper still, a fanged maw parts like a wound in the world. The images wash over you, tracing lives and emotions from 100 different times and places. Not all are your own. Slowly you become aware of the sensation of being watched. You direct your senses, tracing the invasion to its source. Adaric. Wait, he's a watcher? Conviction burns through him, bright as a brazier. For an instant, you share in his emotion, and a sourceless desperation rattles about your skull. Absent context, the fragments of memory you see are just images. A small house across a field of vibrant purple flowers, a sea of armored kith and flapping banners waiting on your command. There's an uncomfortable moment where you feel your twinned awareness turned in on itself, and then the connection is severed. Adarik looks startled, his face ashen. You're a watcher?
You sure he's not just a weirdo with an empty stare? I get those confused a lot.
And this is why you are a permanent member of the party, Adair.
That's not...
Adarik glances around the room, his face coloring.
That's not known to many. Not past these walls. Why have you come? Why now?
You can see lost souls, like I do?
I see and hear spirits, it's true. It took many years to understand.
I take it Watchers don't enjoy the best reputation in Rayet Saris.
Does everyone in the Deerwood boast of their afflictions?
You're ashamed. Why?
It's hardly something to be proud of. Look to your own sins, Watcher. I'll not share mine.
I can't often read memories so clearly. That felt like a cipher reading.
I wouldn't know. Perhaps we simply worsen each other's condition.
The prospect seems to trouble him.
What? What is it?
I thought all the other Watchers were mad.
That wouldn't bode well for you, would it?
Adarik's tone is irritable, but he watches you with wary interest.
I've a firm grip on my senses, whatever you believe. The Watcher's curse is many things, but if it promised madness, I would not have taken command of the Iron Flail. The memories I saw, some of them couldn't have belonged to you. You're awakened, aren't you?
Are you also awakened?
No, of course not.
Adarik studies you with grim fascination. Wait, I thought the whole point is that our awakening is what prompted us to become a Watcher. Was that not the case with him, or is he lying? Do you know of a cure? Adarik stares at you. Eventually he gives a slight shake of the head.
It seems a terrible thing to be awakened and a Watcher both. I'm sorry.
Enough about that.
Yes, we were in the middle of something, I believe.
I came to find out what happened to the delegates.
All this for them? Infiltrating my fort, skulking through the camp.
Adarik scowls. I would have done things another way if I could have.
You could have turned around! If not for the delegates, all of this could have been avoided. Stalwart sent delegates to discuss terms of peace. I offered them the opportunity. I was generous.
Adarik paced a few steps before he gets hold of himself.
But Stalwart sent soothsayers, not diplomats, to frighten us with stories of the moon going dark, the earth shaking.
I would speak to the people who have seen these wild visions to compare notes.
Wow, you can barely hear that. I don't think even the stream could hear that, given that I've knocked the volume down on it. Perhaps you and I can talk now.
You're nothing more than a mercenary for a village of people unwilling to put their own lives on the line.
You don't think you've overreacted a little?
Don't play the fool with me. These omens are meant to frighten me, to make me doubt my purpose here. But there is more at stake here than a village in the mountains. They dismiss my faith, call us superstitious. But what does Stalwart believe in? Iron and gold, and nothing else. I have tilled barren fields with my bare hands. What is gold to me?
He looks down at the grate of the cell, eyes flashing with sudden anger. What do you want with Stalwart anyway?
With a village of fishermen, nothing. But they cling fiercely to the forge you gave them.
I guess he did see that part of my memories then.
Some of the men are here for gold and good steel, and I promised them their share. But I came for cannons. With the battery's cannons, we can hold the pass. Rayed Saris has suffered enough. Its sons and daughters have nothing.
He looks at Adair, jaw working.
We won't survive an attack from the Deerwood when it comes. Not unless we act.
You honestly think the Deerwood is in any shape to go after you after Widewind's legacy?
There is an army coming. I've seen it. Pouring down from the mountain. It will crush Stalwart and come for Raid Ceres. The Iron Flail will be the wall that safeguards my homeland from the worst these fire worshippers can bring to bear.
Wait, you had a vision of an army?
I warn you, if you think to taunt me, Watcher.
I had a vision too. In mine, I saw Cad Nua reduced to rubble by an army that shook the earth. Doubt creases Adaric's brow. His men exchange looks, waiting tensely for orders.
Why would they turn on their own? No. You're trying to trick me. This is all another distraction.
All that destruction we saw. You really think a bunch of backwater fools can do that?
Hey, you can call them backwater fools all you want, but don't let them hear you badmouth their destruction.
Fair enough. But it is the high intellect answer, and I'm pretty sure that's the easiest way to get around this. Adaric looks at Adair, frowning. I thought the Iron Flail might be the army in my own vision. Perhaps we both made a mistake.
Why should I believe any of this? You would say anything at all to protect Stalwart.
You read my soul. What did that tell you?
That you're soft-hearted. But it hasn't seemed to stop you. And that you have seen and done a great many things. Things I would not have otherwise believed.
We both know something's coming. Maybe two Watchers can figure out how to stop it. For several moments, there is nothing but silence in the cabin. Then you hear the scrape of metal as Adaric tapes up his sword, only to lay it flat across his palms.
I led my people here because I believed we were on the right path. I bound my soul to this blade as proof of my surety.
There is a ripple of soul energy in the air, then and gone, there and gone. Adaric looks pained.
The sword's no good to me now. It's yours, for as long as you can wield it. I'll call in our forces from the mountains. Please, give me time to explain. You should speak with Stalwart's messengers. Perhaps you'll get some answers out of them.
Sever the soul. Wow, combined with pretty much anyone. How's this compare to mine? Let's see, same damage. Well, let's see. Damage is a little better. It actually does look like a substantial improvement on my blade. No option to enchant it, but if I soulbind it to myself. I think I'll that. I'll need to look up exactly what soul binding will do. I'm pretty sure all that means is that I'm the only one who can use it. But might actually be. Actually, technically this 20% and that 15% are different. Then again, if this is soulbound, then I can theoretically upgrade in order to properly handle whatever gets thrown my way. So actually, this might not be a bad thing to go for. It's not as if I'm using it for, although a little bit of extra accuracy. I think we will use it in the meantime.
Sure.
I don't know if I want to soulbind to it yet. Oh, thank you. I thought we'd never get you head out of there. Are you hurt? No, a little bruised perhaps. The cold was the worst part. I don't know how you managed to talk that man down. He was practically foaming at the mouth. And now he and his men are still skulking around the mountains. I'm not sure letting him live was the best idea. The commander wasn't the problem. One of the delegates points an accusing finger at another, a woman standing apart from the rest. By the way, Iron Flail is one of the 3 armies that can help you during the battle for Cad Nua. Oh, interesting. Nice. We might have come to terms if she hadn't goaded him, shouting at him about omens and curses, demanding he leave the march. You know how superstitious the Raid Serens are. The commander went white as a sheet. She sabotaged the meeting. The woman in question is dressed in unassuming robes. She bears the accusations silently. Her eyes closed as if in prayer. You put all of Stalwart at risk. Why? With desperate speed, the woman suddenly lunges sideward, headlong toward a nearby rack and seizes a dagger lying there. She sets the blade to her own throat. She's letting key, isn't she? Unseen to all but yourself, the dying woman's soul essence coils in the wisps around her body. It only grows brighter as her corpse stills. The remaining delegates stare in horror at her pooling blood. Aneha kneels by the dying woman and inspects her robes. She examines a crescent medallion hanging around the woman's neck. What just happened? Damn it! Now we'll never get an answer out of her. You reach out and brace against the sudden flare of pain and fear, digging after less recent events. There's a copper taste in your mouth and a pain like fire in your throat. Under the brute terror of death, you find a comforting thread of resolve, of satisfaction and duty fulfilled. You follow it. It leads you stumbling into another memory, as whole and vivid as the first. You walk the dark halls of an abbey. Dimly lit and quiet, your footsteps loud. A blur, and you are standing in a dimly lit room. Facing a robed Amawa. You recognize him as Kyoto, the High Abbey. He beckons you forward. You're in a wide, rounded chamber. The tiles beneath your feet are covered in strange, curling symbols. You recognize them as symbols of Andra, goddess of sea and memory. The memory blurs. When your sight is clear, you're standing in front of Kyoto, and he is smiling down gently. Oh, that's why Maneha walked up.
Drive the raid Sarens from these mountains, and you may yet spare many lives. The Tidebringer will be here in a week's time. Should you be delayed in your travels, report to him as you would to me. He will enter the reliquary and call off the army of Iris in my stead.
Oh, wait, what? Why would a priest of Andra... What?
If you are caught, sister, you know what you must do. I will pray for your return, but we will take comfort in the knowledge that you have joined the rest of Andra's favored in her keeping.
The words jar you loose from the memory, flinging you back into the moment of the woman's death, and then into your own skin. The traces of her memory joins yours. You know the path to the Abbey to which she was to return, buried in the mountains to the north. Is the name Eyeless familiar to anyone? The Eyeless? They're a figure of speech, for when you can't remember something. You say, must be the Eyeless took it from me? Yes, but there's a story to it. They're supposed to do the bidding of the Lady of Lament. Andra points and they come, out of nowhere, wipe things from the face of the world. That's why whenever something goes up and goes missing or gets destroyed with no one there to see it, you're supposed to thank Andra that the Eyeless didn't come for you too. Do you know about a Kyoto? Kyoto? Oh, yes. He came through some time back. Stopped by at the temple in Stalwart. That was just after the town decided to rededicate it to Abaddon. He didn't seem too pleased about it. He was dressed like a priest. Maybe he took offense. He's an Almawa, tall fellow. Very polite, considering he's apparently the leader of some fanatical sect. I think it's clear we haven't been the best judges of character recently. Any of you know what a Tidebringer is? Tidebringer? That's something they used to talk about at the Temple of Andra, I think. It's a person. Title, I mean. Tends to be used in the more, devout circles. Do you know anything about an abbey to the north? I've heard of something like that. An Andrite stronghold. Not the kind of place that welcomes visitors. That sounds like the Abbey of the Fallen Moon. Is that where she came from? Apparently these Andrites have an army too. Wait, another one? Gods, it feels like everyone on Aora is after the battery now. Why would these Andrites want to hunt the Raid Sarens out? I doubt it's for Stalwart's benefit. Competition, maybe? They're up to something. I'm going to get to the bottom of it. If you do mean to go to this abbey, be careful. There have been stories about traders wandering north and getting scared off or even killed by strange guards. That's the place, all right. They're a secretive bunch. I suppose you could always try to sneak in. I doubt you'll be welcome otherwise. Sounds like this Tidebringer would be. Welcome, I mean. Maybe I can convince them that I'm the one they've been waiting for. I hope so. I imagine the Abbey is heavily guarded. That's a bad sign. A sudden deafening crash from outside makes the delegate jump, startled. A rumble like thunder follows. You hear further sounds of smashing timbers, panic screaming. Gods have mercy. What is it now? Stay put. I'll take care of it. Yes, well, we'll take here. Inside. Quick, grab the loot.
Hey there.
Yeah. I'll hide. Cool. Alright, let's see what nonsense awaits us outside. So, a priestess of Andra, huh? Makes you wonder what they're trying to bring about. Oh, that's a bad sign. Those are ugly. All right. No.
This Ixi.
Okay, let's get out the big guns. I get the feeling I'm gonna need them. Especially given the amount of damage Minette has already taken.
There's something here that works.
Immune? That's not a good sign. Ow! Now keep fighting. We're alive, Durance. Well, the good news is that magic missile still works great. Let's try this spell out. And it did 0 damage. Great. Man, they're immune to a lot of stuff. And they're immune to fire and shock damage. Alright then, we'll have to just get out a bigger gun. Or a tiny gun, more accurately. Okay, that hurt. They are immune to unconscious, so Durance's trick won't work. Oh, I have a new trick. Alright, you know what? Oh god, I do not like that. I do not like that. I don't like that. Yeah, chain lightning the bastard, please. I like living.
That's not very helpful.
Actually, step forward, since the... Actually, wait, why am I letting you cast chain lightning if I know it's not gonna work? There we go! Crap! As the last Megfolk falls, a tide of essence sweeps through the ether. It washes over you, and you find yourself in the memories of the eyeless. The hulking creatures surround you, their sinew-wrapped skeletons clanking and screeching in the semi-darkness. Their bodies fill the air with the tang of metal and the musk of sweat. The cavern in which you stand, it looks like a cavern anyway, glows with a dim, ambient light. Steel flashes as the eyeless shift and stir. They stamp their feet and groan in rasping metallic voices. Their restless energy prickles at the back of your neck. And in the echoing rumble, you hear something familiar. It's the pounding noise from your dream. The harbinger of a terrible army. You begin to wonder how many eyeless are crowded around you. You suspect there must be scores of them, maybe more. It's difficult to tell how far back this chamber goes, or where it is. Ahead you see a glint of light. It might be an exit. Already, however, the vision is starting to fade. You push past the lumbering eyeless and cling to the wilting shreds of the vision. Light up ahead is blinding after the dark of the cave. You rush toward it even as it fades into a pale blur. You can't see where you are, but you hear a cold wind whistling through the gap and feel a spray of moisture sting your cheeks. The vision ends, returning you to the frozen and blood-churned mud of the Adarik appears to have taken some blows. There's a purpling bruise along his temple, and his armor is dented in several places. He looks rather dazed.
Those things, they came from all sides. The delegate... No, you were right. The visions are true.
Adarik looks you over.
You fought well, and I'm glad to see you've come through in one piece. Not many of my men were so lucky. I'll take what's left of our forces. Those that will follow me further up the mountain. We should be prepared when those monsters return.
We can defeat them if we work together.
I have seen already that there is little you can't accomplish.
Adarik bows his head and turns to the road. Huh. With the way that... Wow, with the emphasis on the word there, I guess this is the last we're seeing of him. So...
You don't mess around when you make enemies, do you?
Those things sure seemed angry for something that's got no face.
I will.
Hey there.
So... That's the play now. See if there's anything worth investigating within the camp itself. Well, if they're gonna leave all their stuff behind, we may as well grab it. Since I'm gonna need to rest, may as well do that too.
I'll have it in no time. The work of a moment.
Nice. Cask is almost empty. Cask is almost empty. Give me a second. There we go. Wonder why it's reacting poorly. Oh, wonder why it's not always latching on like that unless I alt tab. Oh well. For some reason it lets my cursor travel outside of the screen for some. Seems to fix when I alt tab though, so I'm not. Did I just get another pet? Did I just get a good boy as a pet? I think I just got a good boy as a pet. Letter home. Oh, this is gonna be fun to read. My love, I am enclosed some coins from Stalwart, so you have proof that I arrived. You are right. I am colder than I have ever been. All the more so for being away from you. The Kith here are as cold as their land. They do not hate us as the dear Woodens do, but they are mistrustful and proud. The commander has sent for delegates to start negotiations. Perhaps by the time this letter reaches you, we'll have moved into Durgan's battery. Stalwart has no soldiers, only a handful of guards. Ephraim says he went to look at the battery with some scouts and did not see anyone posted atop the tower. Without those cannons, they would be foolish to do anything but surrender. If not, we're sure to knock the fight out of them quickly. The commander says that once the battery is ours, our presence here alone may be enough to make the invaders think twice. Who would face us with the might of the battery at our backs? I write too much of battle, but only to assure you that we are well. I miss you. The mountains are beautiful. I had hoped that you may see them for yourself. Well, I hold hope that you may see them for yourself, once it is safe for you to join us. See, by the way, did you complete the quest built to last? I believe I have. Let me check real quick. There it is. It is complete. So we will have Forge Knights to work with. Yes. We better go over to the delegates, make sure that they're okay. Wow, that's the loot from just one of these things? Good lord. Hey, what's this? Stairwell. That way. Oh, just up here. Interesting. So that's another way that I probably could have stealthed through then. Probably an easier way now that I think of it. Neat. Okay. Wish I'd realized that earlier, but... eh. The deed is done, if nothing else. Let's just skip. Alright, so they will be fine. At this point then, let's see, I've rested. Got enough camping supplies to last a couple more bouts. Although, looking at the time... it's getting close to the point where I would wrap up. I think then... actually, wait. Yeah, I did. Oh!
I guess we should be flattered that someone sent those things after us. But I would have preferred a card.
She wipes a slick of gore from her neck, sniffs at her blood-streaked hands, and shrugs.
I'd heard rumors of the eyeless, but I always thought that name was a metaphor. Though I would have called them Mace Hands of Doom, if anyone had asked me.
That's why they didn't.
Ah, you wound me. So this is the mysterious army you've been dreaming about, huh? It's a wonder you're getting any sleep.
That's why we're going to the Abbey, to stop them.
I'm regretting all of my decision-making up to this point. Still, I guess a suicidal plan is better than none.
I thought you'd be happy. You've been looking for the Abbey for a long time.
I know, it's just... well, knowing that I'm finally close to getting rid of this memory, it feels like it's crowding my head that much more.
She paces and locks her fingers into her hair.
It's been with me for decades. Driven me halfway across the known world.
She throws her hands up. Perhaps you need to get it off your shoulders.
You're right.
Take your time.
It was a war. Centuries ago, before Adiran unification.
Wait, Amawa lived that long?
I was a soldier then. Led a campaign across the northern forests to subdue some of the outlying Kulklan villages. Brutal work.
Go on.
Lost a third of my forces to the forest, and another third to the elven scouts hiding in it. By the time we reached the first village, we'd crushed their defenses, and they'd bled us.
She shakes her head.
Wasn't much more than children and the elderly left. But they spit on us when we marched into town.
A scout twists her face. Her eyes are cold.
The village elders surrendered, and offered us lodging in the old meeting hall. And when the sun set, they tried to burn it down around us. They barely got a flame going, but that wasn't the point.
What was it?
In their defiance, I saw months more of pointless, bloody battle as we fought for the rest of the region. I had to break them. And I had to send a message to the rest of the villages.
Her hands shake as she raises them to cover her face.
So I nailed every last one of them to the trees around the town and left them there to die.
What happened then?
I never remembered more. Eventually, Adir and Kulklan united. The gentlefolk forgave each other for what they'd done to each other's people.
You killed those villagers to prevent more fighting?
That's what I kept telling the troops.
She's quiet for a long time before she speaks again.
But if I'm honest, I was angry. I wanted to see pain. And I wanted to be the one holding a blade.
It's terrible.
Don't I know it?
She wipes at her face with the heel of her hand.
Anyway, we should get going.
She shoulders her pack and you catch a glimpse of something unusual in it. A thick roll of cloth bound by leather. What's that?
Something I've been saving for better days.
Let's go.
Hey there.
I get the feeling that whatever it is probably part of the thing that she needs or I guess wants to let go of. It's not going to be a pleasant thing, is it? It's not going to. I just know it right now. It's not going to be pleasant. Seems
Hey.
pleasant, honestly.
Hey there.
So, given that, guess we'll go ahead and explore around here anyway, just to be sure that we got everything. Like, well, anything that can be looted. Not that it seems to be making much of a difference, but hey, just in case. That's a random. That's just random.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's random. Anything interesting this direction? Huh. Probably could have snuck this way then. Looking at this. This looks like part of the force that they must have here. Oh, gravestones. Huh. There before. Maybe not. Well, they said they were hastily made, so... Actually, yeah, they could have spawned them in afterward. So, think of it. Probably are recent. So, the Abbey of the Fallen Moon in that direction. As well as... Well, I don't think I can necessarily see to the Abbey of the Fallen Moon tonight, so I think what I'll do is, since that it's been a night of trying to see to side stuff, I may as well make the attempt at both that mercenary quest and make an attempt at the Lost Child side quest. Because I don't know how long the part 2 stuff is going to last. I suspect that whatever's going on with the White Moon is going to be a lot, but we shall see. We shall see. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I never did talk to... Hang on, where is that? I never did talk to Kern, did I? Well, resolving this would give me a good excuse to get back to Stalwart. I probably should have saved before walking in here, shouldn't I? And the fox, let's see. And the fox from the farmer did run and leap. Run and leap, ooh, what he did to those poor little sheep. Despite the girls singing, the wicks around her are strangely calm. They scratch their claws in the dirt, bloodshot eyes half closed, while the girl sings and hums her song. I do not like what I am seeing. Suddenly she looks up and notices you. She looks around the cave as if hoping that you're here for somebody else. I'm Mila. These are my friends. She waves an arm toward the wicks, then regards you with some concern. Did you come to play with us? The wicks look up at the worry in her voice. Their pupils narrow to pinpricks. Your mother's looking for you. Mila flinches. Her face scrunches into a defiant little frown. The wicks notice the sudden movement and hiss. Big tongue! Mila's high-pitched voice cries out at the nearest hitching wick. Be nice! She turns her attention back to you. I don't want to go back. She yells at me. I just want to play here with my friends. She makes a little mount Let's see. She makes a little mound of dirty snow. You can't stay here forever. You can't make me go. She crosses her arms over her knees, dangerously close to holding her breath. You're in big trouble, you know. Her face pales and her eyes widen. Asuka promised she wouldn't tell about the chicken. Does Mother know? The Wick's growling gurgle as Mila's voice rises. No, your mother doesn't know about any of this. She just wants you home. Mila lets out an extremely long sigh of relief. I don't want to go home. Mother will just yell at me more. Besides, I like being here with my friends. I'm not leaving this cave without you. I don't want to go home. Mila's shrill voice rings through the cave. I don't want you here. The Wicks grow agitated at the sound of Mila's voice, their heads shaking violently. Their eyes fall upon you and they start to lope forward. No! Mila screams, and the sounds drive the Wicks into a frenzy. They lock on you, ready to attack. Well, they're Wicks, so they'll be easy to take out. Shame that. Huh? What are these spirits? What the heck? Why are there spirits all of a sudden around us? Okay, get the big gun back out.
Hey there.
That should help. Huh, I expected that to be a lot more difficult. You killed my friends! I want Mother! I have a bad feeling about what I just did, but at the same time...
Sure.
Actually, here's what we'll do. We'll make a save right now. We'll go back to the autos. We'll go back to the Whitestone Hollow autosave. We'll make a save there. And then I'll go back to here, because honestly, it's not... the problem is, on one hand, she doesn't have a lot of friends. She clearly doesn't have a lot of friends because of the legacy. But at the same time, her friends are also, well, vessels. And that can't be healthy. That cannot be healthy. So... I get the feeling that there's no easy solution to that one. But either way, we'll have that as a save just in case I want to go back through that song and dance. And then... Where's the Ice Cave save? There it is. And before we head back, we may as well take a stab at whatever insanity awaits us with those Laguthoth.
Hey there.
Can't beat him? Well, I can always come back later. Alright. And there are the Laguthoth. For honor and glory. Alright. Well, alright, let's start by throwing out distractions.
Yeah? Now that's never.
Wait, did I just interrupt my own spellcast? I am amazing at what I do. Wait, Aloth, you should be summoning a friend. Oh yeah, you did summon the... Good. That's a lot of Agufoth. Oh yeah, let's reactivate this. Oh jeez, how are you already so badly injured? Oh jeez, that was quick. Oh shoot, Aloth is paralyzed, that's a problem. And I'm stuck. Now that you're up, try this again. Oh yeah, you need to knock paralysis out. And Durance is about to die. Great. I have a bad feeling about this. Alright, Durance is down. Unfortunate. Oh yeah, the Logofoth brood mothers. Those guys need to die or else we're in serious trouble. Alright, that should help. That should help slow him down. Please make it okay, I'm taking mana. Or maybe I'm just gonna die. Right, there's a brood mother right on your tail. Actually, if he's that close, use this! Okay. Well, that went a little better. The problem is I let Durance get a little too close. Okay, I think what we'll do is we'll use the usual lure method then. Try and get only a small chunk of them at a time. And then, if Aloth can properly crowd control a good number of them, it should buy us enough time to ensure that we'll be okay. At least that's the hope. Alright.
Hey.
Adair.
Mow it.
Yeah. All we lord is this greater ice blight.
Sure.
I'll teach.
Not even worth burning spells on. Let's just turn off party AI for everybody. Who's immune? Oh, Zawa. Are your weapons any good against it? Okay. Your weapons are able to hurt it at least.
Sure.
Alright, let me regain my HP. Alright, cool. Now, Adair.
Hey.
Come get us.
Mm-hmm.
Or not. I guess they're gonna force me to go after you. Alright, party AI on.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, that should help keep him distracted. And then you, see if you can get a sleep spell on a good number. Let's keep me alive. Alright, now that that's been done, let's AoE the bastard some more. Endurance. Put him to sleep again. Perfect. There we go. I think we got it this time. Never mind the fact that I just went down. Alright, back to this.
How may I help?
Alright, we don't have him at this point. We've got bigger problems, right? How are you standing? Down they go.
Hey.
Alright, let's not stand in whatever's causing that.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
There we go. They were done in. We had it out. If I'm not mistaken, that's one. If I'm not mistaken, that was one of the. Inside a blight. Wait, that wasn't our objective here? What blight were they talking about then? Terror of Whitestone Hollow. That wasn't it?
Hey there.
Do I need to cast blindly or something? If I have Al, I'll just randomly throw out a fireball onto here.
Yes?
Frozen inside a blight. Recent avalanche killed a dozen well, if it were a bunch of travelers on the road, then... Also, anything interesting here? Ooh! Legends have spread about a hidden valley in the living lands where fantastic creatures are born straight out of the earth and new plants sprout and bloom every day. Some claim the place is sacred to the gods themselves, where they created all kith and wilder out of the primordial elements that churn just under the surface. Many of the tales describe a breathtaking, enormous glass tree with branches that reach across the valley and up to the clouds. They say its base is guarded by a foreboding helmed warrior clad head to toe in glittering armor. Alagina, go check it out. I don't like that sound.
Sure.
Lavaru, be on scene!
Oh crap! I don't like this kind of enemy. This kind of enemy sucks. Your attacks aren't any use. An attack when you know you can hurt, right? That's what I think is gonna happen. Oh geez, I'm about to get dropped to 1 HP. That's fun. Alright, can you disengage? Yes, you can. Do so. Wait, the light's going after you? That's not what I expected. And now you're walking back in. Okay, if the light's going after you, then we'll just play ring around the priest as always. Okay, now that they seem focused on other things. Adair, get in there. There! I don't know if that shock damage will do anything, but we'll try it anyway. Down you go.
Hey.
Well, I got dropped to 1.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, what was the other bounty? Mongren's Faithful. Shearing Falls, where's that? Oops. Huh. I don't see any place called Shearing Falls. Wonder if that's somewhere new that we'll be visiting before too long. For now then, let's move on. We'll head back to Stalwart to report... Wait. Stalwart, not Deerwood. To head report what we've found and learned. And then the real fun... We'll turn in the 2 side quests that we have accomplished. Then the real fun begins. Nothing new there. Kerrigan notices you, and his eyes bulge in surprise. He looks from side to side and holds a finger to his lips.
The others made it back from the fort, thanks to you. All except for that fanatic. But you know all about her.
He gives you a knowing look. She was a member of a secretive Andrite cult.
So I heard. But what I really want to know is about those... creatures. The others saw him in the snow. Magfolk with arms like maces, they said. And dead by your hand.
He gives you a slow, respectful nod. The eyeless.
Always thought those were hunter's tales.
His eyebrows shoot up. He clears his throat and runs his hands along patchy stubble.
I can't tell the rest of Stalwart about them. Not until we know more. The superstitious ones will call it a bad omen. Another example of the ill us Outlanders have brought.
He shakes his head.
And it won't help when folk hear Adaric's still at large.
He's retreating. That's what you wanted.
That was before he took our people hostage. Look, I appreciate what you did. I just hope he doesn't come back with a bigger army.
I doubt it. I highly doubt that he will come back with a bigger army. Andra, bless you, my mill is back! Roy's wind-chapped face is puffy and her eyes are red. And that girl's not leaving my sight for a week! She glares down at Mila and clears her throat loudly. Mila shuffles forward and speaks in a tone of recitation. I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused. Thank you for bringing me home. I promise not to wander off ever again. She glances up at her mother. When Royce nods, Mila gives you a handful of warm, sweaty coins. No need for that. You keep it. Mila looks back up at Royce, who nods. Thank you, mister. The girl pockets the grubby coins, still not looking at you. Yeah, you might not like the result, but this is probably for the best. I hope. I'm just gonna tell myself that and hope it's correct.
So, you're back. What?
Alright, who was the one who asked? I'm trying to remember where Asuka is. Oh. Where is Asuka? Stalwart. Oh wait. No, it's not Stalwart, it's by Durgan's Battery. Is it? I think. I'll let the bounty come for me. In Stalwart. Okay, she's somewhere around here then. Never meant for any of this to happen. I found the Bleak Walkers. You did? What happened? I dealt with the Bleak Walkers. Hattie and Elwina were killed, but Eska is alive. Gods, Hattie! But Eska lives? You saved him? For that I owe you everything. Can't make any of it right, but I'll try. Here, take this. And thank you. For sparing me a final stain upon my soul. Why is that one marked as barely injured?
Back to warm your hands, eh? What can I do for top quality?
Alright, we are. Alright, that takes care of that. Then, as one final thing, we'll turn in the bounty, then call it a night. Hopefully next week we actually will be able to do this on Saturday. At this, well, at the same time as we did today. Hopefully. We'll see what happens. Now, Asuka. Now, where's she hiding? I don't feel like looking around town. Southwest corner? There we are. Looking for work? I know we've got plenty to do around here. The terror of Whitestone Hollow has been dealt with. Good to know that was taken care of. Shame we lost all those people, but at least we'll finally be able to get some workers out there to clean up that avalanche. Here's the reward, as promised. One down. Elm Shore. Where is Elm Shore? Oh right, that's the bounty that's... If I'm not mistaken, that's the bounty over in... Yep. Bound to be in here. Alright then, so our next... So I guess our next objective will be to head to the Abbey of the Fallen Moon. No idea what kind of nonsense awaits us in there, but you know what? We will see before too long. We'll see before too long. So, given that, we'll call it here. So, hopefully that goes well. So, if everything goes according to plan, we will be back here this time on Saturday, not tomorrow, but the week after. So, as for following week, though, I'm debating as to whether I want to change up my stream schedule for that week specifically, because it'll be Thanksgiving week for us Americans, and I was planning on taking off the whole week from work, so I'm debating as to how I want to spend my time. I'm going to be primarily using it to catch up on video editing, make sure that I can get in the obligation I set for myself on the main channel. But I'm thinking, a lot of the stuff I would have normally been doing on evenings is absolutely not going to happen, and because of how busy my life has been, I basically said I'm not doing anything during Thanksgiving week. Although, I might cave if there's friends around who want to do something on the day itself, but even then. I may stream more. The point of saying this is that I may stream a little bit more than usual on the last week of November, but we will burn that bridge when we come to it. For now then, thank you all for watching, And I will see you next week as we go to the Abbey